Here we are on Rift. This is match number 3 of the big Colosseum event where we're just having everybody on and gaming. We don't have 2 full stacks this time, but we split up the teams. We got 3 and 3 with Quantum Bacon and Bribe Guntails as our offs on each team. Both pretty dang new players. We were talking to voice chat earlier, and apparently this is the game mode for this time is going to be Protect the VIP. Both teams are gonna do their damnedest to keep their newbies alive. That'll be fun. On Rift. Nice map. Might be a good map for that with how generally open it is. We shall see. Beef and I have been having a great time with the stacked games.
Yeah, they've they have been, everyone is so far has not been a disappointment.
Agreed.
Let's
Agreed.
keep the ball rolling.
Hell yeah. Yeah, and Internet Explorer and Star Bomber are just a scooch too late. They'll be able to get in on the next one. Dropping down here. The ANS team. We got a 450 Axford. Fronts, bottoms. Bullseye on the nose, and some point defense on the sides. Yep. He looks like he's bringing Oak. Yeah, I think this is Oak.
That is definitely Oak, I think. Yeah.
Mungo Parker with voxels and some surprises for everyone on his backpack. Beam ship with a couple Sarissas on it and a couple guns Sarissa, and then a pair. Oh no, just one gun reigns and then one Ewar reigns. Interesting. It's from Forlorn Soul. I think I said Mungo Parker, and that's incorrect. Mungo Parker has a pair of fighting voxels, 3 sprinters, 2 combat scouts, 1 Ewar, Yellow Wing Pixie, bring in the triple fighting voxel. I think this is like the first build most people make that's actually good. There's 3 voxels with guns on them.
You just can't go wrong with it.
Yeah, it's extremely well rounded. Going on the OSP team, Captain Chaos. Fine, bringing a missile ship. Ton of roll-offs. And what was that, almost 200 missiles? Yeah, over 200 missiles, almost 300.
Oh boy.
Oh god. The attack on the newbies has started already. Assaulting the VIP, they're ready. Virgil with 450s. And a container and roll-off and 450 bulker. The roll-offs are for torpedoes. This is an interesting build. The containers are decoys. Try this with Mass Driver. EWR and Bloodhound Tugs. And then a bunch of rocket shuttles for capping. Very nice. Quantum Bacon with a pair of 450 Ocellos with Pinards on the back. And they're split up quite a bit. Interesting.
Yeah, that's an interesting. We keep seeing the same build too, and I just scratch my head at it every time.
Yeah, the Pinards on the backpack feels really odd.
Oh, speaking of an early cap lead, like to see it.
A very strong early cap lead too.
Mhm.
In his team. Doing a little bit better job of protect the rookie, I think. All grouped up over here.
mean, if that's their objective, I mean, let's see if they could help him out as he's taking mass driver fire. They're immediately
Oh
opening up
no.
on him. OSP showing no mercy.
Typical Belter fashion. Got a little searching hybrid going off into space. Might be able to grab one of these shuttles though.
Oh, that missile almost clipped that ball.
Yeah. He sees him. Nice.
What a missile! No way.
Yeah, that's when you say GG, I win. That's
What?
that's the victory condition right there.
What was that? Who shot that?
Ooh. Looks like they're coming out of one of these Ocellos back here. Or voxels, yeah. Yeah, this missile backpack voxel. He's just kind of firing them off. Willy-nilly.
I like it. That was a great. Oh, man.
Fortunately, two of them getting cleaned up by Sarissa's. Yeah, that was an incredible shot. Really damaging the ship. ANS on the scoreboard. Well, almost on the scoreboard, I should say. Very behind. Should have set it to annihilation. And been like, alright. Victory conditions. Save, kill the rookie.
The enemy secured zone dagger. The enemy is
And then the
securing
spectator, we can actually tell both teams what the opposing rookie is bringing, so they know what the objective is. Oh, that would have been genius. That would have been complete chaos. But
Would have been. Rockets coming out. Not enough though.
The
Getting
enemy is
cleaned up.
securing zone Atlas.
yeah, it does in the voxel a little bit with the mass drivers. This thing, I think, is going to be going down. Yeah, CIC is non-functional. Just keep firing RPF and it even the whole thing dead. OSP team pretty dang spread out. Let's see, Quantum Bacon is there. Your boy. It's also pretty spread out.
Which I don't see as such a bad thing as a new player, able, not having your ships grouped up, but they are maybe a little too far apart for comfort.
The enemy secured zone Atlas.
It's gonna be difficult to micro all of them, I think is what the real problem is. It's kind of hard to wrap your head around the 3D space unless you're really familiar with these sorts of games like Homeworld, Nexus. There's really not a long list of 3D space strategy games.
That was about it. I was thinking Homeworld. What I really like to see right now is ANS push down using cover away from those 450s, bring them in, and hit Bravo and Echo. Because right now over the top, there's nothing really to cap. They can hang on to Alpha, but it looks like they're going up, and I don't think up is the direction they want to be heading.
There are also a lot of guns on top of the map, shooting back. A couple 450s, a mash driver. Quite a few 450s actually. Yeah, I really don't want to be getting shot by all that.
Or if you are going to do this and push over the top, you need everyone firing. You need everyone guns on, doing as much damage as they can, which they are starting to do a little bit of damage to the Ocello and the 450 liner. Damage is coming in.
They are are opening up. Things are getting a little more serious.
And OSP needs to react, either fall back, use cover, let their shuttles continue capping, hang on to the lead, which is stacking up so fast.
Yeah, it really is. Already
And
100 points up.
yeah. They're shooting at the decoy, but it's still going into the freighter.
Yeah, I'm seeing that.
Decoy doing its job, but not doing its job?
I guess. Looks like one of the shuttles angling to cap Delta as these Corvettes move off. Although they're, yeah, it looks like they're heading towards Charlie, so they might run into each other. Or they might actually just loop around and barely miss each other, I think is what's going to happen. One staying. Death Blob over here being a target blob. A lot of fire.
These voxels just gotta keep moving. You just gotta keep dancing. You gotta dance and you gotta advance. You gotta get on. You gotta get a little bit closer so your guns can be firing while you start doing an orbit command. Because, oh, yeah, those mass drivers starting to come in.
Yeah, I think right now for all the Colosseum people, orbit commanding is the next step, because I haven't really been seeing it very much. We're actually seeing it here out of Virgil, which is good. But, I've seen a lot of voxels flying forwards and then like burning sideways, trying to strafe targets, but I haven't really seen much in the way of orbits. S2's coming out, just looking for trouble.
Looking and they found it.
Yes, they did.
Oh, it is the Eeyore rays. No.
The very expensive ship, which is now a dead hunk of metal.
He could still make it back. Right.
I don't think so. I'm sorry. He's dead, Billy.
Oh no. Oop, Delta getting a little bit of action. The Interceptor, size 1.
Yes.
Rocket ship doesn't see it.
Yes. Offensive S1s. My teachings are spreading.
Secured zone dagger.
I love bringing the offensive S1s and being told that those are stupid and they're never going to do anything, and then killing several ships with them.
Big missiles out on a Voxel that pushed up. Oh no.
Unfortunately, RPFing his own Type 1s, the Corvette is.
Voxel getting major hits right now.
Oh my god.
Enemy is
Yeah,
securing
it's
zone
just...
dagger.
It's not dead, but it's doing a pretty good a job of looking dead, that's for sure. And some torpedoes to follow it up.
I didn't realize he pushed that far up.
Damn. Yeah, that was definitely too aggressive. That's all.
Well, nice cleanup on Delta. The size 1's coming in clutch. Really, really sad to see that Voxel just get taken out like that.
Brutal. And his little Reigns buddy taken down too.
The enemy is securing zone contact.
Are they able to secure Delta? Like you're saying?
The enemy secured zone
I'll have to
dagger.
mention to him his BF problems. Captain Charlie, and it looks like they're also burning for Echo. One ship was. Where'd you go? There you are. Oh no, Bravo. Yeah, I mean, that's fine. The OSP team, aside from those shuttles, is pretty much off map. They're all at the back here, dumping their high volume of fire down the field. Virgil's the only one who's pushed up and has a map presence.
Which isn't a necessarily good place to be in, because then he's the only one that's going to be shot at. He gets singled out. His teammates aren't going to be able to help
The enemy secured zone
because they're not going to be in
target.
range.
And you
There's
really
really not.
don't want your bulker to be getting shot at. Especially, I don't know what he's doing right now. He's spinning his guns away. What's going on here? Also not messing around with his solo that's here, just kind of parked.
Rockets going out over by Alpha. Good
Oh my.
couple
bunch
hits
of
on
them.
the Corvette so far.
The enemy is securing zone Boxer.
Well, they get the sprinter, but I don't think these shuttles are gonna last too long out here.
No, and that was a lot of rockets to spend on that one little shuttle, or Corvette. Because so many of them missed. Oh, these Voxels are taking mass driver fire now. The shuttles are going to hold these Voxels here for a little bit, and maybe even force them to push up. They can get nested in this little nook down here.
Beam coming out.
Beam coming out. Oh,
Beam
there it
over by
is.
Bravo, beaming.
That
Doing
was
some great damage on that 450 freighter.
very long way. Oh, dang. Yeah, last we looked at this thing, it was significantly more healthy. All those beams getting counterattacked with the S2s, and it does not have the PD to be off by itself.
No restores. Beam and drives are still good though, so if he's ignored,
Just battle short it, burn it out, get as much damage done the field as you possibly can before you get finished off.
yeah. Oh, it
Oh,
is
he's dead? He's dead?
Lost
SCIC got downed?
CIC. Yeah. Damn.
ANS team with an immense cap lead, and they've cleaned up most of what's on the map and capping points for the OSP. They still got a shuttle floating around. But the one shuttle is not going to be enough. These two sprinters just need to stay off the field, stay hidden. And that's exactly what they're doing. Very nice.
Yeah, ANS did a really good job cleaning up the sprinters.
Some torpedoes coming in. I don't think they're gonna get through. There's two stone walls and the two defenders though. I've seen torpedoes do work. Just anybody who uses anything that's kind of silly or off meta, I guess is a better term, is always satisfying. And I felt that way about plasma for a really long time, but apparently that's become a thing now.
Yeah, plasma good. Plasma is very good right now. I have been caught using it too.
It's funny. That's another thing that I used for a while, and then everybody thought I was just fucking memeing with triple plasma bulkers, and actually no, getting good kills on things.
The old plasma, before it was buffed or nerfed, I'm not quite sure what happened to it. It was a nerf in range, but its damage is actually nice now. So
Yeah, I was using the new plasma for that.
the new plasma, yeah.
It's really good. And everybody thought it was crap because everybody else considered it to be a nerf. That's
Yeah.
what the general discourse was, that, oh, plasma's just bad now. No, it's actually way better.
The enemy is securing zone Eclipse.
few weeks have gone by since then. Well, really a month. And, folks are starting to realize, mostly thanks
It
to the
takes a
efforts of the
little while.
SEALs.
Yeah, some
The
people
enemy
have
is
to
securing
realize
zone
and see it,
equipment.
and be like, get beaten by it, not just win with it. And be like, maybe this is good. You see a teammate do some good numbers, you're like, oh,
This Voxel's taking a ton of mass driver fire on Alpha. Kind of pinned there by this sneaking shuttle. They know that it's around.
that RPF taking half that volley out. Oh, but this is the hurt reigns. Oh, he's still
Ooh, not enough
alive.
maneuverability. Bom bom. I cannot believe this thing is still flying.
He told me it was dead.
I thought it was dead too. I did. I thought it was super dead. It wasn't grayed out, but all the insides are toast. It's just got to drive. But I guess without all the other things draining on power, the Whiplash provides enough electricity for it to fly around.
Yeah, it's just a spyglass.
It's a drive a CIC and a spyglass right now, and one PCC. It doesn't even, well, it only has 2 radar panels. Still active. Oh. Oh! You gotta stop firing at this thing, man.
Beer on the wall, and they landed on the wall.
He's firing
Oh,
another
he's
volley.
launching more. No, dude, he's still in this. He
You
hasn't
miss,
moved.
you miss 1, you say, okay, that was on me. You miss 2, you go, okay, let's not mess with this, actually. And you shoot at something else. Yeah, I think he's track firing him, too. Whoop! Yeah.
A little bit more maneuverability.
These torpedoes coming down and attack these voxels, but no joy. Just gonna slam into a rock out here at the edge.
Ocella making his way into Delta.
Also got one moving on Bravo. He's on the same
That's their
team.
midi. Yeah.
Nah, Quantum's an ensign.
Oh, you're right.
So, basically a midi, but not quite. And Bribe Guntails is the midi, who is also going over to Delta. They're gonna meet and duel it out, and I think the TF Oak beats Ann Ocello.
Enemy is securing zone Boxer. The enemy is
Especially with these
securing
S1s
zone
coming
Dagger.
in. Although, yeah, they're okay. They're just gonna get eaten by flak. Well, I say that. They're getting through. They're not getting through the armor, but they're.
The S1.
It's very good. It really is. I still really wish that that match with that guy who brought bulkers loaded with nothing but S1s would have. Like, he would have stayed in and not gotten DC'd. Could have been incredible. More ships moving towards the middle of the map. Chaos's missile fleet. Oh boy. Going after a damaged voxel, only able to move 22. I think these are going to have enough maneuverability to hit that.
They're looking
Boxer. The enemy
good.
secured zone Dagger.
Yeah, just a defender.
Ah!
Oh, man. Oh! Oh,
I think he lost
tragedy.
track.
Yeah, the Illuminator, it just dipped behind a rock. And these are probably SAH, HOJ. This thing's dumping out no homing, so once it dips behind the rock. Yeah, semi-active missiles are so hard to use. I think I messed around with them twice, and I was like, yeah, this isn't for me. Oh. So sad.
Oh,
Such a colossal waste of munitions.
I mean, he's got plenty of them. I guess, but that was really hard to watch though too.
Yeah, 2 volleys just whooshing off into the void, plus the probably volley and a half that got wasted on the reins. How many missiles you get, Chief? Yeah, he's down to about 40% of his total load.
He's repairing a magazine right now. Give him some more.
SSL on the middle of the map, taking a ton of damage. Virgil hiding in the balls, but it's not good enough. Bow tanking, which is going to help. But the triple voxel team, these shark voxels, God, it's just such a strong build. It's really
It
basic,
really is.
but that doesn't matter.
We've got one bullseye in the fleet. That's all you need. I think they have parallax.
Probably.
Yeah, parallax and basic CIC, so everything's put into firepower.
It's paying off. Although it's about to not pay off.
Well, he's got flanking defenders.
Oh,
And chaff.
it did, Jeff. Yeah. Yep.
Couple hits, but that's okay. He's fine.
And just a little bit of damage to those behinds.
Now he's focusing fire. Oh, you don't want to sit in front of 3 voxels.
Yeah. The problem with that is after you unload once, they're gonna notice you.
Yeah, you kind of kicked the hornet's nest with that one.
It's 9 barrels of 250 fire with a pretty dang high refire rate.
Actually, got to watch them just shoot at everything now. They're just like everything dies.
Yeah. Yeah, shuttle, EWR tug, there was something else they were firing at that was above them. More vessels coming in. Looks like they're sniffing the chaff.
Chaff can eat the majority of these, not all of them, unless they
guess so.
redirect after they hit the chaff. Good
Some of
hits.
them did. Oh, more might be coming back. No, they're just going off into space.
These are double drives, so even having that whip out of commission, he's still able to move around with the Raider.
Oh my. Some munitions coming back into... Oh, and hitting the Bulker. One of his own missiles. Ruck. Don't see that. Not see that very often.
You're supposed to kill the Jedi, not join them.
I am your brother, Missile Anakin.
The missile just screaming, I hate you.
The enemy is securing zone boxer. The enemy secured zone dagger.
And yes, maintaining their map control and their cap lead. You know, with how this started, I was thinking the ANS was just gonna get bonked. They're all gonna be over here on Alpha, and they're gonna come over the top, and they're just gonna get stuck back there, getting shot and shot and shot and shot by mass drivers. But that has just not been what is happening. These players, I'm so proud of all these players, dude. They've all grown so much, and just the willingness to be like, yeah, I know I'm gonna eat fire. Whoa, speaking of eating fire, that Reigns is finally dead. The willingness to get out and eat fire and not be passive. To say, well, I have to take damage if I want to take points.
Exactly.
Just say, well, we're in a bad spot, so we're just gonna have to hide and hope it goes away. No. Get out there and get shit done. Make it happen, Commander.
Oh, these Voxels taking 450 fire. You don't want to be taking that.
No, very much no. I'd also wind up taking torpedo fire here before too long. Although PD is pretty decent on it. No, the ship's out of torpedoes. Up 204 points.
Yeah, ANS did a great job cleaning up the shuttles, recapping, and honestly, while capping, putting heat on OSP as well. And Voxel's doing a great job while moving to another cap or just relocating. able to put some damage out.
For sure, and they've managed to force the OSP backline to come onto the map to cap points with all the shuttles getting downed. And that early fire that you were talking about is just stacking up with the current combat. They're taking an immense amount of damage. Looks like the voxels are out of chaff, which might be a little bad.
His shaft launcher was out on that one.
Bonk.
It's okay. You can, as long as that one, as long as these next missiles eat the same one, it's value. But if you lose 2 here, that's not good.
I think he's gonna lose all 3. Gallon says just enough munitions. Yeah, a couple more volleys in that chest. I don't think it's gonna lure that much. No. Second one that gets hit, not dead, but pretty damn close. Oh, this one has a reinforced CIC, so did he put a basic in 2 or 1? Put a basic in 2. And she get a reinforced in 1.
Oh no.
And missile's going after one of the ones with basics. These spikers are definitely inbound. And it's just dead immediately. Oh, brutal. Absolutely brutal. And Chaos going in for the finisher.
It is brutal, but his team is still in the lead, and it's gonna just, they're focusing on him at least, so they're not paying attention to Cap, they're not moving over to a Cap.
Yeah, YOLO Wing Pixie living up to his name. YOLO'd those voxels out into the middle of the map. Bought a whole bunch of stuff, and dying off in a blaze of glory. Doing a pretty effective job of running what could be an extremely dangerous ship. Very low on munitions. That chaff was doing work for a very long time. What do we got on the map left for the OSP? They've got a missile blocker that has 24 missiles left. A bruised Ocello, a very bruised. 450 liner. The mass driver at the back, which is quite healthy, although he's about to not be, as his tug run gets cleaned up. 1 EWR tug that's hiding, and then 1 healthy 450 Ocello. It's really not that much, although A&S also doesn't have that much. They've got Oak on the map in basically perfect health. Couple of dying voxels that can still fight, but they're kind of fragile, and then a pair of corvettes.
They don't have much left, but they played the caps.
Yes,
They got the cap backs. That was an early lead on OSP, and OSP just wasn't able to follow up and recap. They lost all their shuttles after they capped. And sometimes, comes to bite you.
Yes, indeed. Certainly did here. A&S winning on both objective points, both the score and the keeping their VIP alive. Quantum Bacon losing 1 of his Ocellos, but not both. But Bribe Guntails losing neither of his Axfords. Oak's a good little fleet. Glad to see it being used.
Yeah, it was a good starter fleet. A lot of people gravitate towards it, and then they stem off and build their own with 2 Axfords.
It's something that's really nice about the starter fleet is inspiring people to kind of do something similar, but maybe a little customized. Pretty neat.
GG being called out. Yep.
I think that's justified. Good, strong win. No chance the OSP coming back and tying this one up.
I don't think so. I think it's safe to say that ANS won that one. Well fought, both teams.
Sure. Yeah. Even with the each team having one guy apiece who is not in the Discord, it working very well.
50k damage out of that missile bulker.
God
Oh.
damn. Right. Real pain is still taking a loss after that one. I know that feeling as a missile player. We did everything, please. And not really that much else damage-wise coming out of the OSP team. Those poor shuttles couldn't. They had managed to survive a little longer. It would have been a much better cat game. Or if Dramus had like hard invested into the shuttles instead of just having some extra.
Yeah, he probably figured, like, yeah, these are a lot of shuttles. I can cap everything early, and he did. But I don't think he expected to lose them all that fast. Though he did try to rocket something, kind of just left them there sitting. So maybe too much of a macro fleet for him.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's justified. The ANS fleet not doing that much damage either. It was a pretty low damage game. With, I think, our midshipmen in the Oak team actually dishing out the most. Yeah, Yellow Wing Pixie and the Triple Voxel team just slightly below him, or maybe slightly above in damage output. Yeah, slightly above in damage output. Pretty cool game.
Pretty good game.
It's match 3 of the Colosseum event. I don't know. I don't really have a particular name for this. Just trying to get everybody in here at once. Sunday Brawl Day. Nah, that's dumb. I don't know. It doesn't matter. If you want in on this sort of thing, I've got a Discord link down in the description. I and now, of course, Beef cast games and put pings in there when those are going on. And do organize things like this as well. We did a rocket jousting event a few days ago. It was awesome.
So much fun.
And I'm sure more things will come. It's also been suggested by Carson to do a try to do 10v10 on Cliff with everyone gets one Corvette. It just sounds like complete madness.
Oh boy. That does sound like complete madness.
Yeah, I built a 2,000 point Corvette for that. So So hopefully we get to do that at some point. But yeah, if you want to be involved in that, Discord link down in the description. We will see you in the battle space.